Winston Silcott cleared of Blakelock killing, no reliable evidence.
September 15th, 1963. 19 hurt, 5 dead.
The government was guilty. The government still is guilty. Government.
What?
Government.
Who runs the country?
Government.
4 white policemen acquitted of assault.
Who runs the country? The government does. So who do you blame when push comes to shove? 4-man jail to life in prison. No evidence. So what was the reason? 16 years you took from their life. Don't you feel ashamed of the trouble and strife you're causing? That's right, I'm not supporting you and your devilish crew. 3-man jail for the killing of a policeman. Again, the evidence against my brother, man. 20, 20, 30 were the years the judge said. If hanging was around, then they would have been dead. Instead, the government took 6 years to realize the case was based on fear. Draw near, had to send a letter of apology. You can't fool me with your bogus psychology. Just amazing how long you've been fooling, infiltrating with your right-wing schooling. Racist teachers, what you didn't know? You better go to jail and don't pass go. Urban pressure building every day, forcing the massive to hit the rampage. So show some remorse, of course, for the innocent man in jail. Your government's failed.
You're listening. You're listening. You're listening.
Your government's failed.
You're listening. You're listening.
I said your government's failed.
Government was guilty. Government still is guilty. The government.
You're listening.
Who is to blame for the famine on the street? Who is to blame for the people that have to sleep on the street? Is it their fault? Let's ask a question. How is the money divided up in this nation? Fairly, no, a misinterpretation brings me back to the old quotation. Rich are getting richer, poor are getting poorer, ghetto getting bigger, minorities under pressure, crime is on the riser, youths are getting wiser, hole in them pocket but them can't fill it neither. Government holds the key but still won't free the currency to liberate up the country. Spending money on nuclear bombs, millions and millions, but the famine goes on. No false pretender, the lock sing weave on. Symbol of my culture, symbol of my God. African descendant, English born. Know about my roots, so what's wrong? Ain't got a chip, so don't say so. Talking the truth, the guilty get peril. No, I'm not narrow, not the bow, but the arrow. Heading for the heart, for the core, not the marrow. This type of shit won't hit the top 10, but we won't bend. We won't switch off, pretend. We are what we are, we still go far, cause we live good in the eyes of Jah. Prisoners of conscience in jail without bail. Your government's failed.
You're listening.
Your government's failed.
Government.
You're listening. You're listening.
I said your government's failed.
Government was guilty. Government still is guilty.
You're listening.
The Tottenham 3.
You're listening.
The government's failed.
You're listening.
I said the Birmingham 6. The government's failed. I said Rodney King. I said your government's failed.
You're listening.
South Africa.
You're listening.
The government's failed.
You're listening.
Prisoners of conscience.
You're listening.
Your government's failed.
You're listening. You're listening.
The government's failed.
You're listening.
Government.
You're listening. You're listening.
Peace to the bridge like sticks.
Government was guilty. The government still is guilty.